According to one NFL analyst, the Chicago Bears should move on from Justin Fields and Matt Eberflus and have their eyes set on Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley. Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit that big subscribe button down below. Please make sure to turn the bell notification on so you're notified every time I drop a new video, and as always, follow me on my social media platforms. All right, so the NFL analyst that I'm talking about is former NFL player Emmanuel Acho. Fox Sports show Speak, I believe, is now called. It used to be called Speak for Yourself, I think. And so on that show, he had a segment in which he basically was talking about the Chicago Bears and Justin Fields, and obviously Justin Fields' struggle. And he basically just said flat out that he would move on from Justin Fields and Matt Eberflus and have his eyes set on Caleb Williams, USC quarterback, projected #1 overall pick for this upcoming year's draft, and his head coach, Lincoln Riley. All right. So here is his kind of, reasoning behind it, which is Matt Eberflus obviously has had a terrible record with the Chicago Bears so far, and he feels like Matt Eberflus and the Chicago Bears have already ruined Justin Fields, even though he didn't say anything bad about Justin Fields in terms of he can't, improve or whatnot. He just feels like Justin Fields is ruined, and he feels like Caleb Williams is the next great quarterback. And to ensure that you do not ruin this kid, because that's what the Chicago Bears do, right? They ruin young quarterbacks. In order to ensure that, he is saying you make sure you package him with his head coach, Lincoln Riley, who was his head coach at Oklahoma as well. And so you will know how to utilize Caleb's strengths if you bring on Lincoln Riley. All right? Again, Lincoln Riley's getting paid a boatload of money to be in Southern California, so we don't know if he's going to pass up on that to go to a cold, windy city in Chicago, albeit the NFL, and coach as an NFL head coach. I'm sure he's gotten offers before to be an NFL head coach, but we'll see. Let me give you guys my thoughts on this. All right, so Acho, by the way, I like Acho. He's had some takes. It's been, out there, but for the most part, I do like his analysis. He does have reasoning behind what he says. And in this instance, I believe Acho does have a point. Now, hear me out. As far as him saying Eberflus, I'm totally on board with. I'm done with Matt Eberflus. All right? I'm done with him. I don't think he is the right head coach for the Chicago Bears. As far as Justin Fields, now, again, he did mention that Justin Fields got ruined by the Bears. He doesn't think that Justin Fields is a bad quarterback. It's just that, again, bad situation, get ruined by the Bears. And so that's why you move on from him. And I think he does have a point, obviously, right? Justin Fields so far through this year has gotten worse than he was before, which is very hard to do. That means you're ruining a kid. So he's right about that as well. But when we talk about Caleb Williams and we talk about Lincoln Riley, first and foremost, I have no idea if Lincoln Riley would ever come to the NFL and accept a head coaching gig. You probably would have to pay him a boatload of money, more than, he's getting paid at USC. And we know the Bears owners, the McCaskies, aren't really the biggest splurgers, if you will. All right, so I don't know if that's happening. But more so, let's talk about Caleb Williams here, people, because the question becomes, hey, Caleb Williams, right? Will he be the answer for the Chicago Bears? And while I believe Caleb Williams is a better prospect than Justin Fields, and some argue the best prospect since Trevor Lawrence, I see a lot of the same issues in Caleb Williams that I do in Justin Fields, which is Caleb Williams too often looks for the home run play. Caleb Williams does not like to sit in the pocket and deliver passes. He does not like to, basically handle clean pockets. I see him bailing too often, and he's always looking for, like I said, the home run play. And in the NFL, man, you don't get clean pockets a lot. This was the thing with Justin Fields at Ohio State, right? He had, NFL offensive linemen, and so he had all the time in the world to be able to deliver and throw the ball down to Chris Olave and guys like that. And same thing here with Caleb Williams. He improvises on the run, and he's able to make something out of nothing, which is great. But at the NFL level, the linebackers are faster, the cornerbacks are faster, the offensive linemen, aren't going to be as good. The D linemen are going to be even better. So you are not going to have the time, and you're not going to be able to have the separation from the receivers. You're not going to be able to have all of that cushion that you get in college. Like, with Caleb Williams, he creates something out of nothing, but sometimes in the NFL, this is one of the biggest criticisms of Justin Fields, is you need to be able to just sit in the pocket and deliver, and I don't feel like Caleb Williams does that enough. Now, he is still a better prospect, and he probably will be a better quarterback than Justin Fields. I'm just saying to you, if you don't have the right structure in place and you don't teach Caleb, and mentor him and tutor him and develop him to be able to do these things, it'll be the same thing as Justin Fields, right? No time in the pocket to create. Receivers won't get separation. Talent around him won't be as good. Like, you'll have the same issues. And so that's what I'm afraid of. But Acho says, right, bring it along Lincoln Riley. Don't know if that's going to work. Would Lincoln Riley take an OC job with the Bears? And then, we could hire like a Ben Johnson from the Lions to be the head coach. But then why would Lincoln Riley, go from a head coach to the OC position, even though it is college to the NFL? So again, I'm just not sure about this. I mean, on paper, it sounds great, but I think it's unrealistic. As far as, the Caleb Williams situation, folks, I'm just going to tell you guys what I've been, saying this whole time. Justin Fields, in a way, controls his own destiny, which is if he is not able to deliver wins for the Chicago Bears this year, and I know it's a team sport, and I know quarterbacks, wins are not a quarterback stat, but if Fields is not able to help deliver wins or be the reason the Bears are winning these games, then he is going to be the reason that he's out of a starting quarterback job in Chicago, because if the Bears end up with the number 1 overall pick, they will most likely take Caleb Williams. And so Justin Fields' career will be over in Chicago. And so for him, the Bears start winning games. That's how he's able to keep and save his job. Now, we do also own the Panthers pick, so it could still happen regardless, but you get my point here. So overall, I'm not opposed to it. I don't hate it. All I'm trying to tell you is I see a lot of the same traits in Caleb Williams that I did with Justin Fields, right? I see a lot of magician in him. I see a lot of, being able to just elude the pocket and create, and always looking for the big play, the home run play. But you got to be able to sit in the pocket and just deliver throw after throw after throw. You're not going to get as much separation. You're not going to get wide open guys. You're not going to get all that time. I mean, against, Colorado, threw 6 touchdowns, Caleb Williams did, but all these highlight plays that I saw, it was the same thing, right? He's eluding the pocket, escaping, and just throwing these darts to wide open guys. And I'm not sure if that's going to translate to the NFL. He's still going to be a great quarterback and a great prospect, but similar issues here, people. So, yeah, you definitely want to get an experienced guy in the building. I'd love to get, as I mentioned, a Ben Johnson, a play caller that has shown success, being able to call plays and have sustained success, or just get a guy in here who's got previous success doing it, right? So enough of these kind of newbies, if you will, where you just don't know what you're getting. I just want proven play callers. That's what I want as far as that. So let me know what you guys think about this. I don't think it's a bad proposal by Acho, man, but I just think there's a few things that are a bit unrealistic in his proposal. So let me know what you guys think, man. Leave a comment down below.